Hey, welcome back. It's night 3 of Knights of the North Castle VBS. North
Yeah.
Castle de Norto. So we're
Yeah.
talking about the armor of God this week. We talked about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and the belt of truth. Yesterday we talked about David and the breastplate of righteousness. Today we're going to talk about a weird story to talk about in the middle of July, but I think it's okay.
Okay.
I'm not one of those weird people. What are you? Where do you fall on the Christmas music in July? Are you okay with it, or you think it's bad?
It's your own prerogative.
Your own prerogative?
Yeah.
What's a prerogative?
I don't know how to explain it.
That's a really big word. This is little kid VBS, and you're using big words. Some of the parents are like, I don't know what a prerogative is.
It's your own choice.
It's your own choice?
You can listen to it in July. You can listen to it in December if you want.
Okay. Well, see, I am a huge Christmas music fan.
I know.
And so I will be, when we get done with this, I'm going to go listen to some Christmas music.
And I'm leaving.
That's fine. So, hey, we're going to talk about a Christmas story today because today we're going to be talking about the shoes of peace. We're going to be talking about the peace that God gives us. And that reminds me of a story.
Yeah. Is it one of your favorites?
It's not necessarily one of my favorite stories. It's related to one of my favorite stories.
Okay.
Oh, and the craft today is we're making these lovely castles because nothing gives you peace like being inside a big, huge castle.
Yeah, with the
being
little
protected.
snowman.
You're putting snowman up. So you're getting mad at me because I'm going to listen to Christmas music, but you're putting snowman up in July.
Snowman, and he's adorable.
It's a man.
Well,
Are you putting both of them on there?
Is there
Because
more
you only
than
got
one?
one.
I'm
So
gonna
it's a
steal
snowman.
yours.
So it's related to one of my favorite stories.
Okay.
So we got this girl. Her name is Mary, and Mary wasn't married. So she was just kind of chilling. She was waiting to get married. She was kind of
Okay.
like engaged to a dude named Joseph. And one night this angel comes to her and says, "Hey, congratulations, you're going to have a baby." And she's like, "That's not possible."
Yeah.
But okay, if God says it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And so, she goes through the whole stuff with, Joseph. They kind of exist together. Joseph was kind of like, I don't know about this.
Okay.
But God came to him, an angel came to him and said, "Hey, it's okay. Like it's legit. Everything's fine."
Yeah.
So she kind of goes and hangs out with some relatives for a while. She meets her cousin Elizabeth.
That's my name.
That's your name. She meets her cousin Elizabeth, and they kind of chill for a while. And then when John is born, she comes back home.
Who's John?
John's a cousin of Jesus.
So that's
John the
Elizabeth's
Baptist.
kid.
Yeah, it's Elizabeth's kid.
Gotcha.
So the time comes where she's like really pregnant and
Really pregnant.
really pregnant, and she and Joseph have to. They've got to go and they got to go take part in the census, which is really interesting because we're in a census year this year. You know what a census is?
I do know what a census is.
What's a census?
It's when you count all the people in your nation.
Yep. And so the Romans were doing this count all the people in your nation census thing, and so Joseph had to go to Bethlehem because that's where his family was from, and so he gets a donkey and he gets his wife and they kind of like go to Bethlehem.
Donkey?
And don't forget that she is like super pregnant.
Like very
pregnant. And so, but they make their way to Bethlehem. And it's really interesting that Mary demonstrates a lot of peace in all of this.
Yeah.
Because she's got all this stuff going on. She could be like super freaking out because she's pregnant and on her way to Bethlehem and everything. And then when they get to Bethlehem, there's no room for them in the inn. And so
there's no room for them?
There's no room for them. So they kind of like have to go into this like stable area. It's where all the animals lived and stuff. So they had to go and chill there. And
chill with the animals?
Yeah. And so Jesus ends up getting born in a stable. And his first bed is a manger, which is kind of like a food dish for the animals.
Huh.
And Mary is pretty chill about the whole thing. She's at peace.
Yeah.
Even when like in the middle of the night, she's just giving birth and Jesus is there. And in the middle of the night, all these shepherds pop in and they're like, "Hey, we heard that the Savior of the world was here. And hey, we're here to check it out." Like that would have freaked a lot of moms out. Like,
Yeah.
grab the hand sanitizer, y'all stink. But no, she was just like, she pondered all these things in her heart. She was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
She had a lot of peace because she trusted in God. She trusted in God's plan, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where we have stuff that goes on in life and we're like, I don't know, I'm kind of scared. Well, we got to take our example from Mary and trust in God and have peace that God really is in control and really knows what he's trying to do. Like, I'm stressing out right now because I'm trying to tear this dragon sticker off.
Yeah.
And it's not really coming
It's
off very
very
well.
stressful.
And it's kind of getting me a little stressful, but I need to have some peace.
That God will help you
That
get the
God's,
sticker off.
yeah, God's got a
Look.
plan for getting this dragon off without tearing its tail. And look, I
I
got
got a little chipmunk.
you have a little chipmunk.
He's so cute.
Well, I have a dragon.
So do I. They're friends.
Okay. I think
They
it's
should
the
share.
same. I
They
think
should
it's the
share
same
the friendship
dragon, but
bracelets.
it's okay.
They should share friendship
They
bracelets.
could share the friendship bracelets that we made a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
So, hey, when things are going on, you need to remember the peace that we learned from Mary, that God is going to give us peace because he knows what's going on. So, hey, I think it's time for some songs, right?
Silly songs with Larry.
No, not silly songs with Larry. How
Darn.
about church songs with Bailey?
That I like that. Church
Church songs
with
with Bailey and Leah and Hogan and Ian.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, hit it, boys.
And
Bailey
and Leah.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine.
All right, so I hope you guys had a great night with us. We have our castles because the castles are giving us peace because we know we're in the castle and there's a dragon flying around protecting us because they're good, friendly dragons. It's smiling. It's a smiling dragon.
Yeah.
So, hey, I hope you guys remember to, when things are going on, when you're scared, remember to have that peace that we get from God, just like Mary had when all this stuff was going on in her life. So now we've talked about the belt of truth, the breastplate of justice, and now we've talked about the shoes of peace.
Or the sandals.
The sandals of peace. But I don't wear sandals, I wear shoes. So I wonder what we're going to talk about tomorrow night.
I don't know.
I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow night. Bye.